Hello guys, today this is part 1 out of maybe five parts of a princess castle base. I've done a bit and this is the planning stage. First, put red wall, because no one really uses red wall, on what the size you want. I've done 32 by 32 and then 32 up and then 64. I think I'm gonna change some parts. Trim this. I have done like a dome shape, but it's not the most dome-ish it can be. If that works. I just want to get into detail on what I want. Now I've put a palette of things, such as the 4 pillars, you know where that is. The dome windows, which is this, the ice, and the outline for hexagons. Now the hexagons are gonna be later on, but I'm still thinking of not doing them because it's supposed to be like an ice princess castle. So this part is gonna be one of the sides, and then that's the other side, and the back is gonna be basically the same. Here is going to be the front, where you go inside and obviously you're in the castle. I think this is what I'm going to go with, but up to this point it's going to be different, because obviously a mega base can't really just be the same. I'll see you when I've got a bit fitted the first side out of the 4, and then maybe next part I'll do this side, and this side, next part this side, and the 4th part this side, and then 5th part I might do the floor, the roof of the 1st floor, and maybe the mega tower. Obviously this is based on Elsa's castle, but it's not exactly like Elsa's castle, because it's going to be more detailed and a little bit different, because Elsa's castle is mostly made out of snow and ice, while I'm making it out of diamonds, concrete, and of course wool. So I'm gonna just time lapse me doing this side, which will probably take what time it is, 3:30. It'll probably take an hour to do this first side. And then let's see. Maybe we can start with this side's flooring. But you know, what's done is done. Throughout this time lapse, I was thinking, why is Elsa's castle like that? I question that, because why build herself a castle when she can have slaves? Because she is a princess after all, and this is like 1800s, which the film was made. And I question why. Really? Hello, I know what you saw. I now have a ice wall. Now, it may not be the best ice wall, but it looks amazing. That footage which you just saw was 2 minutes long for you. That was about 15 minutes. Now, it may not be the best or longest wall you've ever seen, but I think we're going to do details using the palette in a minute. But I just want to go through... Oh, I forgot about this side. I just want to go through how the planning area is better than any other area. It's more important. I'll fix this and I'll be back when I'm done. Now that's done. Let's go through the details. I fixed it up, of course. I don't know when I'll be able to do the other 3, but it'd take a week for me to do it, because I can't be bothered, really. Of course, it's supposed to be like Elsa. Oh, just a reminder, can you like this and hit the like button, subscribe, just please, because this is going to take more than a week. Plus, I'm doing it by myself, and you know how that's complicated. Basically, the wall itself is 32 blocks high, but I've measured it out to that the whole build will cost 64. Now I'm going to remove the hexagons, because I don't think the hexagons fit the purpose of the build. So instead I'm going to add lapis and light blue concrete to the mix. I'm going to just splatter around lapis first, just to get a bit of idea of the shape of the build. Now I'm recording this on Saturday, 3:30. So this might be released tomorrow or Monday. I do not know. But as you could see, the lapis block is not that good because it looks like a square. If you look at it, there's an outline of darker / lighter blue on the lapis. So I use other blocks next to it or away from it to make it outstand. Plus, light blue is more similar to ice than it is to any other block. Because, well, other than packed ice, of course. Because I'm using darker and lighter blocks, it don't just look like I'm putting cracks in the ice. It looks like I'm patching old ice. So it makes it more of a wintry effect, because obviously ice is not just light blue. It can be dark blue. It can be black sometimes, but I really wanted to make it a bit light blue, just because of the winter effect. And Elsa's castle is a whitish blue, but I don't really want white, because I don't want it to be snowy. And of course that looks a bit like it's cracked, and I want to add a bit of light blue wool at the bottom, so it has a gradient effect on the castle. It looks like the snow, which I'm going to add soon, is reaching up through the castle, and as it was placed there, like a group of snow crowded around it as it snowed from every single year. Now I might skip to the part where I do the dark prismarine. Now I want to add dark prismarine, because it's a darkish but square colour that suits a bit well with the what's it called? Lapis. It's also, it can be good for light blue and concrete, but I tend to want to put dark with dark and maybe add a bit of green, because dark blue is not always the best solution, while dark green can have an effect. I may add that light blue terracotta into the mix, but I think that might be in a different episode, because I want to make this as simple as possible, but as detailed as possible. Now I'm going to add some light blue wool onto the floor to look like snow, but I'm not just going to leave it like it. It's also going to be... Oh, I can't. Oh yeah, you can't put snow on the weather. It's also going to be easier to add light blue wool, so I don't have to keep using snow. Because if you're doing a castle like this, what I would recommend is doing the outside first, and then, well, outside the walls and the roof first, and then put the snow monster creatures in, because it can get inside and it's very annoying. Of course, mine is like steps 4 blocks high, so they can't climb up. I've just made it to clear weather, and as you can see, it may be a bit better. I'm going to just scatter around. And I'll tell you when I'm done with this. I would recommend putting carpets instead, because obviously the snow creatures would step on the light blue wall, and and the carpet won't. So just a reminder for that. So I hope you enjoyed this. I've had a lot of fun. The next episode will be next week, and I'll give you a little teaser on my next fortnight video in a bit. But I'd like to say thanks for the inspiration of Elsa, of her castle, because and use the videos on screen and use code LASER in the item shop. Bye. Potato says goodbye.